if Tesla does do their own thing, they get into their own cell production, which seems like from all of my research and people that I've talked to, it seems like that's the direction that they're heading. And I think we'll hear more about that early next year at the Battery and Powertrain Day. What happens to Panasonic? Does Tesla continue to work with Panasonic and produce the older generation battery cells? Maybe it's Gen 1 and Gen 2. And then they sort of work to resell those to automotive makers. And then Tesla's making their own for their third generation and fourth generation and so on. The big question to me, though, is what happens to Panasonic if Tesla does indeed go into the battery cell production business?
Yeah. And I think to me, the answer is really simple, which is they'll keep all these lines up and running exactly as they are. Like they need all of these cells that Giga 1, which is 500,000 cars a year for Model 3 and Y. Like that's locked in. They'll still need to buy those. Panasonic can still make the money pumping out those cells. But why haven't we heard about capacity expansion? Because for new lines, they don't want to build this old technology. Like it's worth it to keep these old lines running, but everything new going forward is going to be Tesla's vertically integrated cells. So my guess is they'll use those for products where they really need the cell to like perform better, maybe the semi truck or the Roadster to start in smaller volumes. And they'll use these Panasonic batteries to continue the Model 3 and Y, maybe not update those with the new architecture till 2023, and then kick Panasonic out. But I think there's a real clear path to them just continuing to just buy what they have from Panasonic, but no longer expanding with them. And I think that's why the news has had such a hard time with this, because they're like, why is Panasonic freezing investment? Shouldn't they be expanding? Like, why? It doesn't seem like we're getting the full story. And even when I was at the Gigafactory, like I could just feel the tension. Like, I just don't think we know the full story. And the full story is going to be, whoops, we're not expanding with Panasonic to get to 150 gigawatt hours. That 35 to 150 plus gigawatt hour expansion at Giga 1 is going to be our own cells.